All right, YouTube, what's happening? I'm up here with my daughter, who I promised I would let her come and hang with me for a few minutes while we get the show started because she wants to talk about all the fun stuff she done today. Elle, you want to tell them where you went at today? Where did you go today?
I, 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 don't- I don't know.
You
I went to big gym.
you went to the where?
Big gym.
Yes, she went to the big gym, ladies and gentlemen. A gym where she can
I went to gym.
dance and do a lot of fun stuff. And Elle, you messing up the microphone, honey. Messing up the microphone. They're not gonna be able to hear us. So you hearing buzz. So what do you want to say to them before I let you go to bed?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You want to sing somebody's birthday?
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
It's Kim's birthday.
Whose birthday?
But Kim.
Oh, you gonna sing for them?
I'm gonna sing my Kim's birthday.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna sing my Kim's birthday.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday to Kim. Oh.
That's it?
Yeah. Happy birthday to Kim. Happy birthday to Kim. Happy birthday to Kim. Happy birthday to Kim.
Good job, Elle. Now tell them goodbye because it's time for you to go to bed, okay?
Bye.
Goodbye. Huh? Take it with you. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I'm back in the building, here to bring you guys an episode of Godfather of Harlem Season 3. Wow. Best episode so far this season. And in case you didn't know, considering everything that we have seen, this was the best thing that came out the whole weekend. This was the best TV that came out. That includes Power. That includes BMF. That includes Your Honor. I got Your Honor coming in number 2. That includes Swarm. This episode of Godfather of Harlem was so good. My main man Chin got out of jail, which just escalated things a little more for this episode. Bumpy and Malcolm made up. It was fun. It was really, really good. Joe going crazy. Wild Bill is nuts. Just a great, great episode. And sooner or later, we're going to have some people up in here to share this thing with me as we talk the Godfather of Harlem. But I want to hear from you guys right now. How was your weekend? What did you find to be the best thing to watch over the weekend? Vaughn Joyner saying, disappointed with Your Honor at the end. Let me tell you what I was disappointed about. But first, me and Moochie, we're going to record our opinions of Your Honor probably tomorrow at 11 a.m. And we're probably going to drop it around 1 p.m. for you guys to know how we felt about Your Honor. Because we was frustrated with two aspects of Your Honor. Number one, we wanted something bad to happen to Gina. Number two, we wanted something bad to happen to fucking Carlo, okay? We were happy with what happened with Eugene. We're on the fence with what happened with Michael Desiati. And we need to know more what's going to happen with the mayor. We feel like there's no way you can stop this show at season 2. You have to do a season 3, and we hope we'll get it. But for Godfather of Harlem, there's no doubt we're going to get a season 4 of this because the show is so good. And they even had a section in there last night where Malcolm is getting ready to meet Martin Luther King. This is a seasoned Malcolm X who's been through the rigors. This is a Malcolm X who is now saying, I'm never told anyone to go beat up people. I'm saying defend yourself. And he met with the person who organizes for Malcolm and Selma. They met on last night's episode. And please let this story play out. Please, please, please. I've been so worried Malcolm was about to die this season. And so far, he hasn't. But I'm fearful that in this finale, things might pop off because we've got 5 or 6 different organizations in the government that want Malcolm out. They want him dead. They want his butt dead as a slave. Oh man, we got my man Larry in the Larry. I didn't think you were coming back till Thursday, but hold on, I got you. Let me get you right. The big homie Larry is about to be in the building, I think. Go check your email, Larry, so we can talk about this Godfather of Harlem situation. Hold up. Yeah, get ready to check your email, Larry, in about a minute. I'm gonna put this invite in there so you can get on in this conversation. Let the people know how you feeling about the Godfather of Harlem hooking back up with Chin. It's about to make some people disappear and some things go a different direction. So, Big Larry, I just sent it. Go check it out. It should be in there, and we should be rolling in a few minutes. How did you guys like the sneaky ass Wild Bill and the things he was up to? He was trying to orchestrate a plot to let us niggers take out ourselves by going and feeding information into the nation about different things they can do to get at Malcolm. And they let good old Apostle Lightskin with a bad mustache, they let his ass go and firebomb Malcolm's house. And dude did it, didn't try to cover his face, didn't put on a hood. He didn't do none of that. He went and threw the bomb right there in the house, showed his face, took off and ran. Yeah, that's what Malcolm is dealing with. But are y'all now finally ready to trust Omar? Y'all know I've been trying to get Miss K to trust Omar, and she ain't trusting Omar. I'm finally ready to trust Omar. I am. I'm finally ready to trust Omar. Omar has earned my trust, ladies and gentlemen, and he should have earned your trust too. Should have earned your trust too, because he proved last night that he is down for helping Malcolm. He's down for the causes because of his love and affection for Elise. Now, I wonder what the hell is going to happen when he finds out Elise got drugged. And that was pretty sad. That was bitter, sad, and irritating. I did not like Wild Bill and his crew taking Elise and shooting her up with heroin. I did not like that. That turned my stomach because this woman has worked a very long time. And when I say a very long time, she has worked a very long time to not have to be succumbing to the engripping entanglements of heroin. And just to prove a point to Bumpy, you're going to take his daughter, who used to be strung out on this stuff, and you're going to make her take it all again. We don't even know how she's going to react to that. But I do know this. If she tell Bumpy now that he done hooked up with Chin, that ass is good as grass. You hear me? That ass is good as grass. Wild Bill is going to be cut up like bacon in a luau, sliced and diced. Anybody want some pork ribs? Anybody want some fatback? Anybody cooking collard greens fatback? That's what's going to happen to Wild Bill when Bumpy find out what happened to her. And I'm really hoping that this don't set her back. Let me read some of my people's comments. So Von Joyner saying, Omar got snake eyes. Damn. Mo said, Milk Dudhead might turn out to be a Fed. Really? You think so? I don't know. We'll have to see. Coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. And I do mean hot. It's not Madam Moonlight. It's my big homie, Miss K. Oh, Lord. Not to be outdone. Coming in real hot again, ladies. Even hotter than Miss K. The cool colors coming through. It is the big homie. Y'all know who this brother is. It is my big homie, the living legend. Larry is in the building. Hey. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on?
Nice haircut. Welcome back. Hope you're feeling better, obviously, right?
Yeah, that was a bit of a struggle, man. I'll tell you, COVID is no joke.
Oh no, you have COVID?
Well, I had it.
You had it, yeah.
Yeah, I finally got it. Finally got rid of it. It took a minute because they wanted to give me that Paxlovid stuff, but I have asthma, and so apparently it's contraindicated when you take asthma medication. So they gave me some other crap that didn't really work.
Yeah.
But you're here now, man, and we're happy to have you. We're definitely happy to have you in the building, Miss K. Let's riff off this thing now because my schedule's been chaotic. I don't have all my pictures and stuff like that, but I do have poignant questions that I can ask both of you to engage the fans with what they seen last night. First thing I want to ask you both. For everything that you guys seen on TV, and I'll start with you, Miss K, was this the best show you saw over the weekend?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Absolutely.
It was so good, your hair got in your eyeball, huh?
Yeah.
And Larry, same question go to you, my brother. And you watch a lot of TV, a lot of movies, and a lot of things at home. Was this the best thing you saw over the weekend?
Ooh, it was. I don't know. It was close because I'll be honest with you. The season finale of The Mayor of Kingstown was really the season finale was straight fire. I was like, wow, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have to give it to The Mayor of Kingstown this week, and because I know there's a big finale coming next week, so I don't think Godfather of Harlem is gonna miss 1 week from me. So, but
Larry, are you watching Your Honor?
I am.
Did you see the finale of that?
I did, and I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
But
well, I'll
tell you this episode, man. I was damn near in tears. So
it was good.
That first episode, that first part with Elise, I was just like,
that shit was wild.
That just wrecked me, man. I was
wow. Yeah.
I was like, just shoot her. Just shoot her.
Yeah, that was man. Miss K, what was you thinking with Elise? Because that messed me up too. Because I'm not comparing being a fat person to the plight that someone that's hung out on drugs. I'm not comparing them, saying that they're of equal intensity. I am saying that to break any addiction takes a lot of effort, and when you finally can overcome it, the one thing you don't want to happen is someone to force you back into it.
Yeah.
So talk to me about how, because when she went through that, I was sitting here like, damn, man, no. She worked hard not to have to deal with this.
Yeah, she was even pleading with the guys, like, my brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just felt bad. I felt really, really bad. And I'm scared for her. And I just hope that immediately, once they found out that she was drugs, that they immediately get her some help. Like, she has to go into a facility right away. So she can, withdraw from that. You know what I mean? Don't let her get back on that. Oh my gosh, that's just terrible.
And then did you see how they found her outside the building? They was all rushing. It was I enjoy seeing everybody's heart running out there to help Elise. I enjoyed that. But I didn't like why it happened, but I enjoyed seeing the hearts. I mean, Bumpy and all his men was like Chance, Lamont, whatever they needed. They were scooping her up, trying to get her to help.
Yeah.
So Larry, this leads me to ask you this, Big Larry. Do you want to see Wild Bill pay for what he did to her? Pay for what he's doing to Malcolm?
Oh, definitely. I would have been okay with him living if he had just kidnapped Elise and just basically said, hey, see how easy it is for us to touch you? You talking about this Operation Mongoose, like you're gonna touch us. See how easy it is for me to touch you. But no, he took it to a whole different level. That was just insidious. It was, I mean, there are some things that you just don't do. It's like they always talk about. There's rules to war. There's certain things you just don't do in times of war because you can't come back from it. You can never again expect this person to be your ally. You're going to have to destroy him or he's going to destroy you, and when you do stuff like that, it destroys a piece of you. It takes a taxing on your soul. You can't come back from stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to be glad God forgives, because most people aren't going to he's not going to be able to forgive himself he can't forgive himself for the stuff that he does. He's already done. That's why he's always has that bottle of Cuddy Stark up there constantly down in that liquor, because he's dealing with his own demons.
Exactly.
The thing that scares me though is that Elise, when she first got clean, she went to the Nation. she can't go back to the nation to get clean again because she sided with Malcolm, and they didn't really have rehabs like that for Black people back then. I mean, that's why the nation was so pivotal. They were able to get people off of that dope.
Yeah.
Hopefully Malcolm can help get her off.
Malcolm has some people still.
Malcolm's about to be dead.
And Omar. Then you got Omar, who seems like he's been down for. Miss K, what kind of punishment do you think? Because Bumpy ain't gonna play this shit, Miss K. I'm sorry, but Bumpy is not about to play this. Bumpy, no. I want Bumpy. What do you want to see Bumpy do to Wild Bill? Just chop him up and make him an eel. No more Wild Bill. His name gonna be Eel minus the B.
Can you see this?
Oh my God, is that a pig?
With the apple in its mouth.
Oh,
jeez.
I told y'all, Miss K.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
I told y'all, Miss K. Ruthless now. Boy,
I'll tell you, that smile takes on a different meaning now.
Right.
You need to have Wild Bill on a slab and just,
slice him up.
Yeah, slice him on up. The way he was slicing up Brother Clyde. Get the slice.
Oh,
yeah, he really did. Boy, he carved him like a turkey.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and then finished it off by slicing that neck.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Clyde deserved that. I'll start this one with you, Miss K. Clyde, in the beginning of this episode, he went and firebombed Malcolm's house just so disrespectful. Like, didn't put on a mask, just did it, ran, kind of was giggling and shit. Like, bruh. And then Omar playing undercover, went in there, tried to play undercover. The girlfriend who really hates Malcolm started talking junk. Clyde is still trying to. Clyde don't trust Omar at that moment. But you know what? Chance and the boys got that ass and delivered him to Bumpy. Tell me how that made you feel, Miss K. We already know you like to turn men into pigs with apples in their mouth.
I was looking at. First of all, I like the fact that they got him and they tortured him. Look, Chance warned Brother Omar. He said, "If you fail, you don't get it done. That's where we come in." Okay, and I already knew what it was. I said they're gonna torture this guy, and then that bop to the back of the head. He knocked this ninja out from the back.
He said that's his specialty. He said he knocked him out so his brain still works so they can talk.
When you wake up.
I mean, I don't know how you put that on your resume. I know. Special skills, one hit knockout from the back.
Yes.
Chance is that dude, man. Chance is that dude on this show, man. Yes. I love Bumpy's henchmen on this show.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. I liked it. I liked it all, and I know you were. I heard you a little bit before I came on, trying to see if you trying to get me to trust Brother Omar. I really want to, and here's the thing: like I'm afraid to say, yeah, I trust him, because to be honest, in this episode, I was feeling like, oh, I think I could trust him, but I'm afraid to say it because I don't want to change my initial thought of him, and then he freaking goes by what I thought he was going to do in the first place. But so far he's looking like he's, he really has changed. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I would like to see happen with him.
What's up?
I would like to see Omar go put a bullet in Wild Bill.
That would be pretty good.
Would he do it though? He might. I mean, it's not past him to go try to kill somebody. And at this point, Larry, because he loves Elise so much, he might want to do it.
Yeah.
He might want to do it. He just might want to do it.
This is the thing I don't understand, though. It just doesn't make sense to me. But this is, I guess you have to be a criminal to make your mind go from one place to the other like this. I don't understand. You come back, you come home, you see your daughter's list just splayed out on the ground, high, because somebody doped her up. I mean, I'm assuming by the time he left her that he figured he knew what was going on since she was sent back with this message. what makes you decide, okay, let me go meet up with this other criminal so we can plan to bring in even more heroin into the community? I mean, how do you go from my daughter was a junkie, got clean, and now somebody used that against her, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring in more dope? I don't know how you get there.
Yeah.
He don't know what happened to her just yet, does he?
He knows. He told her Wild Bill sent her back with that message. And I can only imagine when he was on the top of that roof with Chin, it was because that message had been delivered. And he was like, I need an ally right now. They did this to my daughter, and so I need an ally.
Yeah. And also because you're right. But he also said something to Mamie that the game is not just about winning, and he will he has to do some other things before he exits. And he even said it, I know the CIA is coming after me. So he can't really just walk away. It was almost like he was basically saying, I'm really in too deep. Like, I got to tie up some loose ends. I can't just walk away. Like, I was a big deal when I was in it. Can't just walk away. I'm not making no excuses for him. I'm trying to figure it out just like you. But I think he was just trying to prepare her for that, because he kind of made up his mind anyway before that. I think just Elise kind of helps push him, towards that. You know what I'm saying? Help push him over the edge, because he was already leaning towards that. Like, I already know.
Miss K, how did you feel about, because we talked about this last week, Malcolm coming to his senses, realizing that there was a threat on his life, and now he's back being friends with Bumpy again. How did you enjoy the way they brought that full circle?
I love it, because they don't leave us hanging, and I said that too. I said, I wish that he would know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish he would know. And they did find out. So, and then he apologized. So I was glad about that. But he's still gonna stick to, I don't want you on my detail. He didn't want him on his detail before any of this happened. So it's not gonna make him change his mind. And he keeps saying, this is like the third episode where I think he's been saying, like, I expect to die. Like, I just need you to get on board with it. Bumpy, is gonna happen. There's nothing you could do about it. And I really feel more sad for Bumpy, because he really loves this guy. And he's like, I don't even have time to be trying to be in the game with nobody, partner with nobody. I gotta save my friend. So I've been feeling bad for Bumpy, honestly, because he's like, I don't even want to hear that kind of talk. You can just put yourself in his shoes, and somebody that you love is talking like that. That has to be, devastating. And you would try to do whatever you can to make sure that it doesn't happen, like he's been doing, But unfortunately, he took his eyes off of his family.
He did, because there was a lot going on. Shout out to the SJ Show, and shout out to J Mo Reviews.
Hey,
He's in the building.
Mo in the building.
Go subscribe to the Big Homies channel, y'all. Larry, excuse me. Along with the reunion of Malcolm and Bumpy, we had another reunion, Larry. Chin gets out of jail. We've been waiting on him the whole season, and they sprinkle him in almost like at the perfect time. And so this is what's been going on, Larry. You've been seeing it. Joe Colombo, there's a huge shipment of Doogie coming in, the largest shipment ever. Joe wants to control it. He done got control of the of the little families. They're on his detail, but Chin gets out of jail. He goes and chops off old boy's fingers because he knew that he's sleeping with his wife, and he knew that you tried to help put that hit on my daughter. The question I have for you, Big Larry, is, did you feel the impact of Chin getting out of jail and getting right back into the thick of things?
Yeah, that's I did, and it's funny because Chin is so much more dangerous right now. Like, he was dangerous before, but like if I was Columbo, I might have told Stella, you need to go back home with your dad for a little while. You can come back later, but you need, because right now he's lost a big chunk of his business. He lost his wife. He's lost his daughter. He doesn't have anything except for except for himself. That's all he has is him, his his reputation, what he is, and he is going to ride with that till the wheels fall off. He is going to make people hurt. And right now, he has nothing holding him back. He has nothing holding him back. He has nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I think I would not want to be on the other side of that wrath, And Bumpy now, Bumpy's, I think, in some ways, like Miss K was saying, I think he knows he's tying up loose ends. Like he knows his time is coming, and he might be feeling the same way. Like, I'm about to go really, really hard, and I'm not worried about making it out. I hope I make it out, but if I don't, I'm gonna try and take everybody with me. And
everybody,
I think those two are dangerous. They were already dangerous. I think they're that much more dangerous now.
Right. Shout out to Chris Gross, new in the building. What's up, my brother? Now, Larry, I'm about to poke Miss K. Miss K. So Chin gets out of jail. They throw my man a party. He's really not feeling it because he's thinking about his daughter.
Yes.
And after everybody went home, we had somebody want to go get all dolled up and give up some stale old ass pussy.
Oh my gosh.
And pussy that smelled like cigarette smokes and crack. So Miss K, how did you like that attempt by Olympia to give out some of that old cigarette smelling Italian bootay?
Oh my gosh.
She tried.
She did try. And then she's like, oh, remember when he was coming out though? Oh, my baby. There's my baby.
Oh my God.
You.
Yeah, that was some Oscar level performance right there. That was some BS-ery.
Miss K, I was rolling.
Saved my life.
Oh my God. I was about to Earl. And then what really put me over the top in the Earl was when she came out in that damn little lingerie. I was like, bitch, please.
Yeah, it's from Italy. Isn't it gorgeous? He was like, he didn't care about none of it. Listen, I think if he would have not known this situation, he would have, handled his handle. But
I think he probably still would have. I think he still would have smashed because he had just got out of jail.
Yeah, I'm saying if he didn't know about this situation that she tried to kill his daughter. But right now, it's like, no. Yeah, I don't care about smashing a daggone thing. I have so many gumas. I don't need you. I am going to almost kill you. I was happy. Look, it's funny because I was okay with him not killing her.
Me
when
too.
He started choking her up, I was okay with the possibility of him killing her. But the fact that he didn't, I was fine with that as well.
I mean, it's really, in some respects, it's worse for her now because she's not going to be anybody's guma or whatever. She's an old lady,
right?
And none of the other families, none of the dudes in the other family are really going to mess with her. Like, what's his name was hitting because he didn't have any real commitment to her. He was smashing somebody else's wife. Personally, I thought Chin should have killed him. It's one thing. It's one thing when you sleep with somebody's girlfriend. It's one thing if some dude likes somebody and somebody else hits. But once you're married, it's like there's different rules to that shit. There's just different rules. Like if a dude cheats and his wife bum rushes the other chick and slices her face up, I mean, it's all fair game. You knew what you were doing. Unless she just didn't know that the dude was married or vice versa, then I get it. But if you knew and they all had full knowledge. They all had full knowledge. So, and I think even dude knew. That's why when he cut his fingers up, he was like, yeah, okay, whatever. That was I don't like it. I'm in pain, but I was dirty. I deserved it. I should have kept my hands to myself and I didn't.
Not only did you smash the wife, but then you tried to help kill the daughter. Now that's what probably hurt him the most.
I don't think he know about that, guys.
You don't think he know about that yet?
About him smashing?
Yeah, because she only told him about the killing part. She didn't say nothing about the smashing. So that's another thing they might unravel.
No, I thought
I
Chin
thought-
said, Chin said
I
something
thought-
to that effect.
I thought Stella told him.
Yeah, Stella told him.
Stella said that your wife is the one who had Tommy do it. She put him up to it, and then that was that.
But even in one of those meetings, if I'm not mistaken, Chin kind of alluded to something about people sleeping with folks' wives and disrespect or something like that.
Did he? I'm gonna have to go back because only thing I remember him saying was that my wife seems to be confused, like as if she's not really admitting to the hit part of it. And the only thing he had anything to say about was the hit. Like that's the only thing he was begging for his life about. Like your wife came to me and said that your daughter was going to snitch on the whole Lucchese family, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it though, but I don't think so yet.
Here's the problem though with that is that if he doesn't know and he finds out, right now the Lucchese's are the only ones that are standing with him.
Right.
That's why he didn't kill him.
Are you going to take out your only ally? And
no.
But on the other end, when he finds out, he doesn't need don't get me wrong. I've never act like I've been it's not like I've been in the mafia before, but as far as I understand, he doesn't need permission to go. He doesn't need permission from the other families to go take dude out because he broke all kinds of rules by sleeping with his wife. I think he can just go whack the dude without any consequence.
Yeah.
And so there's that on that end because they're all the rest of them are standing against him. So if he goes and asks for permission, they might because it's such an egregious offense. If he said, "Hey, all of this other crap aside, I need the green light to take this dude out because of this," I think they would give it to him.
I think it's funny how they kind of turned on Chin like that.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like it's kind of weird to me. So loyalty, really.
He's bringing them money, Miss K. He's people is only loyal to you for what you can do for them the next day.
Yeah.
And forget that old what you've done for me 50 years straight. If you can't do it for me one more year, I'm going to whatever can do something better for you.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of which, what we got to talk about Joe, because my girl Stella done fell for the damn banana in the tailpipe.
Go on and touch him, girl. Go on and touch him.
Didn't I make a good choice by not letting her be my TV wife, Miss K?
Yep.
Didn't I finally make a good choice?
Yep.
So not only do she fall for it, but she kissed the man while her daddy is out of jail. and basically told daddy, "No, don't you kill Joe." So now daddy Larry is in the same situation he was with her husband from last season. Except for this guy is way more powerful and more dangerous than that first husband was. So question I got for you two, start with you, Miss K. What is Chin gonna do about Joe? Joe got Chin by the balls because of his daughter. So what is he gonna do? And shout out to Chris Gore. Let me read the super chat coming through. I'm coming in from your game, T-Rone review, Lamont.
Thrones, I think Game of Thrones.
Thrones review. Is this show good? I've never seen gangster shows before. I'm Irish guy from Iowa. It's absolutely good.
Oh yeah, you have to check this one out.
This is probably the best one for you to start with. It gives you a historical perspective about America. You can understand the plight of African Americans. You can understand how laws were skewed to help folks that was of paler skin color. And it's very entertaining. So I would give this one a try, my brother. And we appreciate that super chat. So Ms. K, what you think? What you think? How is Chin going to get out of this? How is Joe going to get out of it? How is Stella going to get out of it?
Oh man, I'm disappointed in Stella number one. All right.
You knew it was gonna happen, though, right?
Yeah.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Yep. But here's my thing, right? I don't know how the heck he's going to deal with Joe, but Stella warned him. You don't really know my father. Joe is sleeping on Chin, and he's like, "Oh, he just got out of jail on technicality. He's not gonna try to do nothing." You don't know Chin. What did he say at the meeting? He said, "I'm in the mood to spill blood."
He said it.
He threatened his lawyer.
Yeah.
I will put a bullet in your head if you don't tell me what my daughter is. He don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
Not only that, Miss K, but he started rattling off. I got the most guns. I got the most soldiers.
He got the soldiers. Yeah, I'm in the mood. So, I just think that him teaming up with Bumpy right now is a very smart thing to do. I think he needs Bumpy to get inside of Stella's head, because I just don't see him getting to her. She wants to get away from what she thinks is control of her father, right? So only person that I think that can probably talk some sense into her or get into her head is Bumpy. I don't know if they're going to use that, but I think that's what might happen. Oh, another thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I know that Joe Colombo doesn't die until like this. I don't know if it was the 70s. He died later on, right? He doesn't get shot, I think, into the 70s or something like that. But this is, they fictionalize stuff for dramatization. And they could kill him off earlier. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, once she kissed him on the lips, I said, yes, thank you. Do that. Because you are a freaking Black Widow. Every man you touch is done.
Yep.
So good. I'm glad she kissed him. Now he's done. That's what I'm thinking. Go ahead. What you got to say, Lamont, about your ex who is a freaking Black Widow?
She really is, though.
Did you have to call me out by name, Miss K? That was so undefining of you, Miss K, to just straight call me out like that. Miss K, you could have said, Lamont, I'm happy you got out when you did.
Okay, I am.
Something like that. I mean, y'all don't get to see Miss K the way me and Larry and folks get. We know Miss K dangerous, okay? Here, all she show y'all is pearly white smiles and rosy strawberry lips and stuff. We know she's dangerous, okay? You gotta watch how you say stuff to her.
Don't put an apple in her mouth.
Yes, she got jokes now. She can't dangerous. Don't let her fool you. Larry, what you got on this thing, Big Larry? What you got on? How is Chin, Joe, and Stella? How are they going to bifurcate or triplicate in this situation?
Oh man, I'll tell you what. They should just have Nat take Stella out dancing and just turn her out. Just that's it right there. Just that would just destroy Columbo. It'd just be ruined. And then the rest of the dudes would be like, you can't even keep your own woman. You try to steal Chin's daughter, you can't even keep her from them black dudes.
Larry, you still think she got a taste of it? You still think she got a sweet tooth?
Of course, man. Of course. She loves that chocolate. She just needs a little reminder.
She needs a reminder. She needs a
little reminder. That's it. So
y'all heard Larry said Stella still got that sweet tooth, y'all. She still got that sweet tooth.
Just let her run her fingers through Nat's relaxer. Put her fingers through that perm.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead, man.
Oh man.
Listen, Chris Gross wants you to explain what the term turning someone out means. Larry.
It means to basically make them go against everything they thought would be and want you. And there's different levels of turning out, because you have turning out like if you're a pimp and you're turning out a chick, you can make her do basically whatever you want, because you convince her that all the terribleness she's gonna do is in service of her love for you. And that's one way to be turned out, but there's lots of ways you can be turned out.
You can be turned out on drugs, Yeah.
Right.
So
a lot of ways. It's the context of the
Wow.
What's his name? He almost got turned out. He was dancing with that Cuban girl doing that cocaine. He almost got turned out. So Chance was like, you better check yourself, homie.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Pettigrew was turned out, bro.
I'm so
literally.
glad that was. They better not bring that back.
His nose was wide open.
Wide open. Like he was about to be gone. He was about to be on one for real.
Yeah, she was a baddie. I'm not mad at her.
She was tough, and she could dance. But here's the problem: she was so crazy. She offering folks cocaine. That's too crazy for me.
How you gonna sleep with? How you gonna party and sleep with a dude and then try and make a deal with your husband and him?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't even understand. I can't even do that math. I'm like, it just doesn't add up. You know,
Larry,
how'd you think that was going down?
She crazy.
Can't be trusted. I'm glad he left her alone.
That's the kind of crazy I'm talking. But with that kind of crazy, Larry, that means the coochie good too.
Oh gosh, would it?
Yeah, it might be, but that's one of those things. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. See, that's what that's the kind of girls you play with when you're like 22, 25, and then you leave them alone. You leave them alone and you go find a Miss K to get married to. You know?
I don't know, man. Miss K got an alter ego called Madam Moonlight.
No,
you close your eyes, she putting spells on you and shit. You wake up with spider leg.
That's one of those incentives. That's one of those incentives to stay on the straight and narrow because you don't want to wake up with an apple in your mouth.
Stay good.
You know?
Right. You be on a grill the next day with an apple in your mouth. You don't know how the hell to get off.
You don't want that.
Sitting there shearing some damn knives. Click,
you know?
Click.
Exactly.
What you want cut off first?
Oh my God. You already know.
You know, you think she's being nice because she's giving you an oil massage. You don't know she's actually basting you.
Buttering
you know?
Buttering that ass up.
You know?
Nice.
She's up there basting you.
Inside your head.
I'm telling you, man. Look, Larry, you missed it the other night when J Mo left me alone with Miss K and Moochie, had me right in the middle. Okay. Had me right in the middle. And and Larry, these women, they was beating me from pillar to post. Okay.
I thought I saw some scar tissue.
Larry, these women was talking junk about another young lady who arrives with Councilman Tate, basically in a two-piece, but she had on a coat.
What the hell was she wearing?
Thank you. That's
like, I get it. Maybe if you're like going to the club, maybe a red carpet, but they were like at a political function.
Yeah, it was insane.
That was. I had to tell her you need to go back and change. Put on a little black dress that's not see-through.
It was insane.
No,
this is not the Oscars.
Councilman Tate knew what he was doing. He was trying to. He a pimp. You know, Miss K and Moochie were trying to ruin this show. So they made me start picking on. They made me because they picked on her so bad. I had to pick on they girl, the new professor, looking like Wakanda forever.
Oh my
God! First of all, Councilman Tate has no interest in that lady. Did you see the way he was looking at the professor?
I saw that.
He forgot to introduce his girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was right there and then was just straight shamelessly flirting with her, just basically like, I'm about to come for you and I'm gonna smash again, and I don't even care if she knows.
That's exactly why you bring that one with you, because you can pimp her out for political favors, Larry. That's exactly what he was doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, J Mo is letting you know that he's sorry that he left you.
Jay, it's all good, Jay, man, because by the end, I was able to wrangle these two wild women. Okay, I was able to wrangle them in by the end, Jay. They thought they were going to get the best of me because one would punch me in the gut, the other would punch me in the face, and I finally got a second win. I came out like Creed. Boop, boop.
Don't believe that, man. I think they were setting you up for the long term. I think they let you think they were on it. I think they're setting you up for the long term so they can get you again the next time.
Yep.
It ain't gonna be no next time because I'm gonna have backup. I'm gonna have Jay and Larry there on the spot next time. There ain't gonna be no more next time.
Oh, he's trying to outnumber. Like, you are something else. Okay.
What? No, it's not like that. Miss K, what is back to Godfather of Harlem. Lord have mercy, y'all. So Larry, I need to get this prediction from you because I kind of think I know where you're going. You saw Malcolm met up with the organizer for Selma that's with Martin Luther King.
Andrew Young?
Right. Yep. You saw that. Are we going to get a chance to see Martin and Malcolm this season, or are you thinking that X is going to die this season? Malcolm X is going to die.
Yeah. I think we'll see it. I think we're going to see both next episode.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I
Okay.
think we're gonna see both next episode. I think the assassination will probably come. It would be, I mean, it would be a great way to end the season. Like it would, like I feel like we would all expect it,
Yeah.
and even with expecting it, it would not be any less. We know it's
Okay.
coming. I still think it would be a fantastic finale. I see they could stretch it out a little bit. They could do something where they have him and Martin meet at this season, and then maybe have Malcolm get killed like the first or second episode of next season. I think that would be a mistake. I think they should really cap this season off with him just getting blasted. They've been building up to it, and building up to it. And if they didn't give us that release, I feel like they would be doing all of us a disservice. And but I think we'll see. It's going to be a quick scene because when he and Martin met, it was really quick. Like it was a very quick thing, and they did a photo op, and then that was it. So I mean, obviously they're dramatizing it so they can turn it into whatever they want, but I think it'll be a quick thing. They'll show it, it'll happen, and then he'll get blasted.
Ms. K, what you think? But
nobody wants to see that, but we want to see it, but nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. Let me shout out RC, who says Malcolm's house burning down happened about a week before he was assassinated. And for us history buffs, everybody on this show right now is basically a little mini historian, especially when it comes to issues dealing in our community. And we could see the ratcheting up, if you read the history books, of how they treated Malcolm. We saw it ratcheting up. And Ms. K, that brings me to this. Do you think that Malcolm X is going to die this season? Because it would be sad, because last season ended with one of the most iconic TV shots in history. It ended with Bumpy and Malcolm standing side by side at the window with guns. So if we go with what Larry is saying, we're going to see Martin, we're going to see Malcolm, and Malcolm dies, and they probably start next season off with a Malcolm X probably like funeral or something. How do you see this thing playing out, Ms. K?
Yeah, I'm with RC. Like when I saw that house getting burnt, I was like,
yeah,
they're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say though, still, because it seems like they're doing episodes that are only in a day span or 2 days, so they can actually take this into a season 4, and drag it. And I agree with Larry. I don't want to see it happen, but we know it's going to happen. But it's kind of like, all right, stop playing with us and just get it over with.
Right.
So
that's what Larry's saying.
Yeah. So I would rather it happen in the next episode. Not because I wanted to, but it's like I don't feel like don't play with me anymore. Just come on now.
I think we know it has to happen, and I think it would be better for it to happen this season, because I think if they did it this season, and they had maybe at the end of this season, another part of the finale may be that the CIA is coming for Bumpy, and he feels he needs some more protection, and they open next season where we have him with a new driver, which would be Frank Lucas. And that would be fantastic, because it would be great. The show can transition out of the Bumpy Johnson era and move into the Frank Lucas era, and then they can have a spinoff.
Yeah, I mean, the spinoff part, I think that's cool. But as far as because they definitely, I wouldn't want to have a Godfather of Harlem where Bumpy's no longer in the picture. Now we're just watching Frank Lucas. So the spinoff part I could definitely get with. But
me too.
I don't know if I like Frank Lucas as much as I like Bumpy Johnson.
Like the historical precedents kind of changed a little bit when Frank Lucas got into it. It kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
But Frank Lucas's story is still really interesting, because there's a lot of politics involved there. There was a lot of that with him bringing in dope through the military, and the whole thing with Vietnam. There's a lot there that people don't always talk about. They just talk about Frank Lucas, the dope dealer, and how ruthless he was, but there's a lot of politics and it's involved with that, and it would be really interesting if they tell that story.
Yeah,
It would be great. I'm with you, Larry. It'd be great, but it's not just Frank Lucas. We're seeing that a lot of these stories from old school gangsters that have made the Gangster Museum Hall of Fame are about to get told. Meech is being told right now. I can't think. Larry Hoover is about to be getting a story. Tukey Williams supposed to be getting a story. I even saw that they're supposed to be doing a Al Capone series. So this is, and a lot of this comes from the eruption, the popularity of power. A lot of that came. It's just that now people are saying if we put a more historical tone on it, it could make it a better show.
See, I feel like, and you guys know how I feel about hood shows, and I think there are some shows that are still very good the way they do them. Like, I like this show because it's not about the drug dealing. There is drugs dealing being dealt it, but it's about so much more than it's not glorifying the criminality that's in here. And I think that's one thing that I like about Snowfall. They're not glorifying the criminality that's going on. They're telling a larger story. And if they're going to tell these stories of Tukey Williams and some of these other folks, I forgot the other dudes you mentioned, I really hope they can do that in a setting that's not glorifying their crimes, that's not glorifying them as criminals. Like Tukey Williams and them started the Crips, which started, it became so much more than just a neighborhood gang. And if they can tell it from that angle, maybe how it grew and mushroomed out of control and it caused all kinds of political havocs that led to things like the the three strikes thing, all the stuff that they had where they were putting gang injunctions in place and violating people's civil rights. If they can tell it from like that larger, broader perspective, and I think it would be interesting. If it's just a show basically glorifying a gangster, then I'm not there for that.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys get out of here on this. So now that I've gotten my game stepped up, I don't do the note cards no more. I do a whole fucking notebook. Okay. It is time for death predictions. Okay.
Oh boy.
I got Larry, I got Miss K in the middle, and Lamont on the other end. We'll start with you, Miss K. 2 death predictions for the finale. Who's gonna die?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't like that I get 2. All right.
You only want 1?
No, I want 3.
You okay? Go for 3.
You want 3?
Okay,
we'll let 3 be the standard.
Okay, so it'll be like 2 and a possible. Okay, so of course Malcolm.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a gamble and I'm gonna say Joe Colombo and possibly Stella.
What?
Stella.
Yeah.
Stella.
I think she's making a big mistake. Yeah. I think she's making a big mistake by not going with her father.
Not Stella. No. See,
it's about time her mixiness pays off.
No.
She done been involved in too many things. She got to go.
Post your comments, y'all. Lord have mercy. Larry, help me out, brother. What you got for death predictions, my brother? What you
got? Malcolm. Unfortunately, I think Malcolm's going. Yeah. I think Jose Battle's going. I think he's
Jose Battle.
I think he's a 1-season character. And plus the CIA dude keeps talking about how they don't like to leave loose ends, and he has screwed up one too many times. And when things go sideways with the mob, he's gonna be a loose end.
That's good.
I think he's going. Now this one, I don't want to make it, but I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, please! I don't know. I'm scared.
I think Nat's going out.
Oh no!
Oh no,
No!
Pettigrew. Not
Pettigrew's
Pettigrew.
going. I think he's going out because I think eventually we have to make room for. I think we have to make room for Frank Lucas, which means we have to get rid of the driver.
Okay.
No.
We have to get rid of the driver.
All right, y'all.
So-
Let me sit on up for
This
this.
is
now,
too
Lord.
much. This is too much.
Lord have mercy. I'm gonna say Wild Bill. His ass is grass.
Yeah, I wanted that too.
Fry like bacon. Okay.
Yeah. Stick an apple in it and a fork.
I'm with them when they say Malcolm, but I think, as bad as I hate to say it, y'all, I've been trying to get his brother some trust. I think Omar is going to do it. So I'm going to put Malcolm on my list.
Wow.
Via Omar.
So you going by what I've been thinking.
Yep. I think Omar is going to do it. And then if I'm going to go with a third, I would like for someone to die that deserves to die. But I don't think they're going to do it because they could have killed her ass this past episode. But I want to say Olympia. I don't want to fully dive into that yet because I felt like if they really wanted to kill Olympia, she would have died right now. He would have took her out. So instead of Olympia, I'm going to say Slip and Slide Nose is going to die.
He did. He's dead already.
That's right. He died already. They didn't kill him. Okay, well.
Yeah, I don't think I agree. I don't think they're gonna kill Olympia. I think if they would have killed her, it would have been this episode because I think her death would be too inconsequential to do in a finale.
Right.
You know.
I
just hope that leaving her alive is not gonna be a problem. She don't have no power, but you just you know what I mean?
I mean, she's kind of in a no-win situation right now. Who's gonna pay her bills? Who do you think paid the bill to get that whatever the hell kind of ugly ass, stupid ass, wouldn't get my penis hard ass 90 she was wearing? Who's supposed to pay for that?
Yeah, but I guess if you just got out of jail, it probably doesn't take much but a gentle breeze, you know.
That's true. Yeah, that's why people that go to jail when they get out, they don't go outside and pee outside. They don't want the breeze.
I don't think Columbo's dying this in the finale because I think next season is going to focus on that battle for Harlem.
Right. I don't think Columbo's dying either. So I'm going to just leave my list at 2. I'm going to say Wild Bill and Malcolm X via Omar. You're going to see what happens next week, ladies and gentlemen. Come on back. That's going to do it for us. Larry's back putting out content. He's feeling better. Go check him out. His link is in the description. And if y'all want to see all the facets of Miss K, you got to go to her channel. Because, see, she lets out the full personality when you go to her channel. See, when y'all see her on my channel, she acts like she's the cute and cuddly female version of Steph Curry, okay? The one that's taking hands with kids and hitting 3-pointers and acting so fucking humble. And the minute you turn your back, he's taking his mouthpiece and throwing it on people.
Oh, my God. You're terrible.
That's right. I said it. Damn it. Don't forget to like that video, y'all. Comment, subscribe, download the podcast, my people. Let's get them podcast numbers up. And then you can also follow me on TikTok. Chris, we was happy to have you. We hope we've got you turned on to another excellent show. Until that next Sex is Hell video, I'm coming back with Moochie tomorrow. We're going to be dropping our Your Honor finale video probably around 1 o'clock. We're going to get up and we're going to record that show. Man, God, man.
Come on over to Moochie's channel right now, guys. I think she starts soon.
Moochie's about to start her show, so jump on over there. We out of here.
See
that show is amazing.